Hey guys, TeamNoSkill here, and I have a new deck profile for you guys today. Well, I wouldn't say new, I would say modified. It's the Kai Legend deck. I just bought it today. So, our starter is going to be Lizard Hero Unidux. Alright, so his skill is, he's like the starter for the Ren Trial deck. You counterblast one, put him into the soul, GB1. Search your deck for an Overlord card. That's all it does, into the soul. So we're going to start with the grade 3s. We're running, obviously, 4 of the Legend. And his skill is GB2. Once per turn, counterblast 1, choose a Flame Dragon grade 3 from your hand and discard it. And he gets pumped up to a grade 4, so he gets plus 15,000 power. He gets a drive check, and he gets a grade. Makes him a grade 4. And at the end of the turn that he attacked a rearguard, at the end of the battle, you discard 3 and stand him again. I'm also running 2 Dragonic Overlord the Rebirth. I personally like him a lot. He's my favorite Overlord by far. I like him a lot because there are going to be some games, some horrible games where you're not going to be able to stride, and he's your answer for striding too. So it's like, oh, if I can't stride, I still have this. And the nice thing about it is that it's an act, so you don't discard till after you do the first attack. The other thing too is that, let's say I play against Lean Joker or Messiah, if he locks my unit, that's fine, because then I only have to put like 2 units down, or however many more units, because as long as I use his axe skill, and there's 5 units locked, he'll get the plus 10,000 and the restand ability. And he doesn't have to attack a rear guard in order to stand, he just needs to attack Vanguard and he can stand again, which is really nice. And I'm running this for fun. It's 2 Heroic Saga Dragon. He has an on-right skill. It's counterblast 1, soul 1, on-right on Vanguard. Kill one of your opponents, grade 1 or lower. I forgot to mention about the Legend. He also has an on-right, counterblast 1, soul 1. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck for a Flame Dragon, add it to your hand. And that Flame Dragon, the little thing with the R, it's under the clan name. So his skill is, and if you haven't used this guy in forever, GB1, when this unit attacks Vanguard, your opponent chooses one of his rearguards to retire it. If he doesn't, this card gets a crit, and it basically gets a Justice ability, a guard break. If there's one card in the Guardian circle, you can kill it. So let's say your opponent PGs, you can just kill for free. So those are the grade 3s. On to the grade 2s. This is basically just the trial deck for the Legend deck. We're running 4 Embodiment Dragon Knight in the Hollow. He's a great card. He puts a lot of pressure on the board. When your Vanguard is Overlord, if you have a GB1, if you have a Vanguard as Overlord, he gets plus 2,000, makes him 11k. And when your grade 4 Vanguard attacks, he gets plus 5,000 till end of a turn. So if you attack with any stride or any restanding stride or the rebirth, he'll get plus 5,000, and then to attack again, he'll get another plus 5,000 because the plus 5 sticks to the end of the turn. So essentially, he can boost himself up plus 10,000 power, making him 21,000 by himself. Next, I personally like this card a lot, Berserk Lord Dragon. His skill is when your grade 4 Vanguard attacks, counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or lower, and retire it. And people, I was talking to my friends about it. They say they prefer Burnout. Yes, Burnout's still really good because it retires anything. This is grade 2 or lower, but I think this has more abuse power than Burnout does, because you can still retire multiple units, because it says your unit's going to restand, and it's not once per turn. So even if the attack that's counterblast 2, you kill 2. And then I'll show you why counterblast isn't a problem for this deck later on when I get to the ones. Just for now, because I couldn't find any cards at home. 3 Embodiment Armor of the Flame Dragon Bard. When he intercepts, I believe you may pay the cost. Yeah, you may pay the cost. When he intercepts, you can put a grade 3 or greater Flame Dragon, does not have to be Overlord. Put it to the bottom of your deck, and he gets plus 10,000 shield. And he's a 9k. So those are the grade 2s. On to the grade 1. 4 Lizard General Conroe. So instead of from Soldier, he went to General. So his skill is on place. He's not GB, which is really nice. On placement, choose a grade 3 from your hand and reveal it. You search for any Overlord. So you can search for the Rebirth, the End, anything, even the original one, the Break Ride. and then you put it to your hand, and then you discard a card from your hand, so you don't have to discard a grade 3. You can discard any other card. And he also has an act. Retire himself, like they're making it so like it's his grade 0 version. Retire himself, choose an Overlord Vanguard, and it gets the effect till end of turn. When it attacks Vanguard or Rearguard, you ump 2 damage. So that plus restanding means free stuff. And just for the PGs from the Legend deck, the only downside about it is that its second effect is a forced draw, which means after you perfect guard and you already have one in the drop zone, you have to draw one and discard one. We're running 3 Spear the Flame Dragon Tar. I like it. It's an act. Counter plus 1, soul plus 1. Give a unit plus 4,000, and it gets the auto effect. When it attacks Vanguard, you look at the top 5 cards for a grade 3 or greater Flame Dragon and add it to your hand. So in a sense, if it doesn't whiff, it's free cards. Then we're running 2 of this. I personally like it a lot because it also works on Rearguard, which is really, really nice. So, I mean, it works on other columns that are on a Vanguard, because it's a 10k booster. So, if you're GB1, when this unit boosts a Flame Dragon, it gets plus 3,000. So, it's a 10k. And I'm running this. I personally like it. Lizard Soldier Belrog. He's GB1, and his skill is when he's placed onto the guard circle, and it gives your Vanguard the effect. If the attack did not hit, choose one of your opponent's units that is rested and retire it. So let's say they attack you for, let's say it's 15 or it's 10. You can drop this and this, kill the unit for no counter blast. So on to the grade 0s. We're running just standard 4 crit. Oh, that's not a crit. Well, it is a crit. 4 crit. Oh, 8 crit. And 4 draws. So we're running, I only have 1 because it's like a $2 card. Anything about Burnout, he's like $22 and I don't want to pay that. His skill is put him into the soul, and he gets plus 3,000 power. You give a unit plus 3,000 power. Also, it's a Flame Dragon, which means it makes it a target for the Legend if you ride on him. And then we're running 3 Gatling Claw Dragons. It's a grade 0 killer basically. Act, counter boss 1, put it into the soul, choose one of your opponent's grade 0s and retire it. It is also a Flame Dragon as well, so the Legend can search it out, so which could be really nice. And then we're running 4 heals, because you don't want to die. Now onto the Strides. The Strides is basically just what the deck gives you, and the Strides are really nice still. It's 2 Vortex Dragon, 2 Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Vortex Desire. He's basically what you want to stride into him first to go GB2 to set up the Legend immediately for your next turn. When he attacks, you unflip anything in the G zone, so just unflip this, the other copy. And if it hits, you choose 2 units equal to how many Flame Dragons you have on your Vanguard. So what that means is 1, himself is a Flame Dragon, and the grade 3 is a Flame Dragon. So what's 1 card you kill, 2 cards you kill. And if you're in Legion, if the mate is a Flame Dragon, you kill 3 cards if it hits Vanguard, which is really nice. It comes with 2 aces. The Mighty Have Fallen. Its skill is Counterblast 2, choose a copy of itself, flip it face up, and it loses 1 drive, and it gets the ability, after it attacks Vanguard, discard an Overlord, and discard another card, and it stands again, and it gets plus 5,000 power. And for the last card, it's Transcending Divine Dragon Nouvelle Veil Express. So its skill is GB2, Counterblast 1, choose a copy of himself, flip it face up, and when it attacks, your opponent can't guard his grade 1s. No 1s or higher, just grade 1s, which is still scary. And it gets continuous. During your turn, if your opponent has 5 damage, any card that goes to their damage is nullified. So that means any trigger is nullified. And the thing too that is another cool thing about him. Like let's say your opponent's 3 damage, you get double crit. Since they're at 5 damage, let's say there's 6 damage as a heal, it doesn't work. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Remember to rate, comment, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.